All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Dash. Peace to the hopefully elect of Israel, double honor to the apostles, the elders, and brethren. A great millstone, and to all the like-minded brothers who are preaching the truth all around the earth. I say to you all, Shalom, this is your brother Atazawan Bayal. I'm going to bring a short lesson. Really, it's just my commentary, laying backing off of the brother Gabar Yahweh, GMS Hawaii Ba, okay, who did this lesson here, and he entitled his lesson Biden's Freudian Slip. Okay, and you can go there and watch his lesson. Brother does excellent work. In this lesson that he did, I believe he was backing off of the brother. Let me see. I think it says Obadiah 144 that you see here on the screen of Joe Biden basically slipping up and just about saying that Israelites should be getting a booster shot 8 months after they've gotten the initial, serum. Let's put it that way, okay? And my curiosity got the best of me, so what I did was I went to go find the actual press conference, and this is it right here. And this says, the CV19, get the latest information from the CDC about the CV19 with Slippery Joe here, okay? He slipped up, okay? And I'm going to play it just a few seconds here. But this goes to show you that, they have an agenda, okay? And they're going to try to carry this thing out all the way to the end, okay? And then and in their thoughts, in which, through the Spirit, the Most High is moving these people to do these things. Their intent is to get as many people injected, okay, as they can, particularly of our people. You see, and he accidentally, he basically said it, but I don't know how he caught himself. Maybe the teleprompter changed it. I don't know, but he almost said it. So I'll get a few scriptures and we'll be done. But I watched this press conference here, this 15 minutes. I'm just going to go right to the point of when he just about says it. And if you hear him, if you listen, this is just in case, any brothers or sisters haven't seen the brother, GMS Hawaii. If you haven't seen his lesson, this is the reason why I'm laying backing off of him and doing this commentary here, just to give you some information, okay? Lord willing, this will be edifying, okay? We'll get a few scriptures right after this, okay? So here we go.
Every fully vaccinated American, adult American. This will boost your immune response. It will increase your protection from COVID-19. It's the best way to protect ourselves from new variants that could arise. Plan is for every adult.
You hear him? He almost said it. Every Israelite would back it up just a little bit. See, and there's naysayers out there, the men on the street are prophesying, doing lessons, so on and so forth. And there's still naysayers out there who don't believe that these people have an agenda, okay? And that prophecies are not coming to pass. They are. And this is not the MOTB, but this is a prelude, right? This is a conditioning period, all right? And we'll talk about a couple of other things once I run this back again, okay? So listen carefully.
Could arise. Plan is for every adult to get.
See? I'll do it one more time. The plan is for every Israel, and then he cut himself off.
Plan is for every adult to get a booster.
See? All right. So there you have it. You can find this. You just search for it. I want to say, yeah, I just put in the search engine Biden press, said Israelites should get vaccinated. I put that in the search engine and it came up. Okay, so you can watch this press conference on your own. So let's get a couple of scriptures, right? Because we've been warned about these times. And we know that Esau is in their kingdom. And they hate Jake. They hate Jacob because we're the blessed. Okay? Let me go. First of all, let me go to this one here. Let me go to Salakia. This is Psalms 83. And I'll start right there at the top. And it says, the Most High implored to confound his enemies, right? This is King David writing his song or song, okay? And starting at verse 1, it says, a song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thy silent, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. Okay, they make an agreement. Okay, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who are the Lord's people? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, right? Native American, North American Indian, right? All these different names. Okay, we're the people of the Lord. Verse 3 again. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? Same ones I just mentioned, right? So-called Negroes, they call us every name in the book, all right? So-called Hispanics, call you everything in the book, okay? And the so-called Native American, all right? We are the hidden ones because they refuse to acknowledge us as the Israelites. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Tabernacles of who? And so King David begins to mention them, okay? Let me see, where it was. Oh, verse 6, Tabernacle of Edom, okay? Chiefly, okay? They're the first set of people named because, at this time, they are in power, right? Tabernacles of Edom and of Ishmaelites, Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have Hopham, the children of Lot Selah. Okay, all these are the other nations, right? But chiefly Edom, and their chief house is the Amalekites. Okay, and you can go into all these different words or different names. The Ishmaelites, so-called Arabs, Moabites, so-called Chinese and Japanese and Philistines, Tyre, so-called African, Africans, so-called Africans or Hamites, really, is what they are, okay? These are different nations who are against who? The Hebrew Israelites, okay? But chiefly, Edom, the house of Edom, is against Jacob, okay? Esau, Edom. Let's go over to Malachi, and we'll read a little bit of this, okay? And at the top, Salakia, it says what? The Most High's love for Jacob. And they know that the Most High loves Jacob. So they're trying to do everything they can to destroy us, okay? This is Malachi 1, starting at the top. The burden of the word of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Yeah, we got some of our old nation who say that. Man, look at how we live it. Man, God ain't real. God don't love us, this, that, and another, right? We've always had people that complained, that murmured and complained. Okay? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh? Yet I love Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, right, the whole nation, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them what? The border of wickedness. Everywhere they go, they just bring wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua will be magnified from the borders of who? Israel. You see? So the Lord has always loved us. And now in this day and time, we got these people who are sitting in the, in the chief seat. Okay? Who are doing everything they can to come up against the children of the Lord and to try to destroy as many as they can. And that's what our folks don't understand, those who run out there and taking what? Taking that needle. Okay? They've run out there and done it already. Because he goes into how many, well, it's only numbers. You don't know whether the numbers are real or not, but I'm sure a lot of us know friends or family members that have gone out there and done it. Okay? But he actually slipped up and said it. Let's go over to, let's see here. What do I want to do? Let's go right here to Psalms 10. Okay. And this says right here, a prayer for the overthrow of the wicked. Okay. And we know that Esau, Edom is the wicked of the scriptures. And we had wicked leadership. We had wicked people of our own nations, right? Of our own nation. And but we apply this, to the enemies, what? Of the Most High and our enemies. Our enemies as the children of Israel. Okay? So this is Psalms 10 and 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. And who's the poor? We're the poor now. And these people are filled with pride. I mean, they just, in today's world, these so-called white folks are filled with a lot of pride. They talk to you like you're nothing. Now, they've always had it, but even more so in these later days that you see them just out and out, not trying to hide anything, racist, if you will. All right? The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorred. Right? The Lord hated. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. And when you look at this guy here, he's doing the bidding of his handlers. Okay? Because now, as we reported and seen over the last few weeks, all these so-called different mandates, and in this clip here, this piece here, he talks about the same thing of what? Having federal workers forced into taking the jab, having all the military have to take the jab, okay? And he's bidding to the private sector now, to private companies, private owners, and giving incentives to have their employees. Okay? And to me, the government has no business trying to tell private companies what to do. You see? Private companies can run their companies the way they wish. But here, this guy, the FED, they're trying to force the private sector to do what they want them to do. And so if that's the case, in which there are many companies that are doing it now, and he says it in this piece, that they're forcing their employees to get the shot or lose your job. You see? Okay, back to verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set up against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. And that's what this guy is doing. He's doing the bidding of his handlers, but yet he's trying to come off so contrite, so sincere, to convince you, as he says in this piece also. And there's another piece that he did where he says that the FDA has approved whatever one of those companies, shots to be safe and effective now. Okay, still trying to coax the people into doing it. Okay, but he slipped up. Let's see if we can play it again.
It's for every adult to get a booster shot.
I'm sorry, Salaka. One more time.
Plan is for every adult to get.
See, he was getting ready to say every Israelite. All right. So lastly, let's get the last one and we'll be done. You got to stay on top of it, okay? So they can't pull the fast one on you. And truth be told, the elect of the Lord, of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's going to keep us from getting caught in that snare, getting caught in that net, okay? Psalm 17:1, a prayer of David. Hear the right, O Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, attend unto my cry, give ear unto my prayer, that goeth not out of vain lips. Let my sentence come forth from thy presence. Let thine eyes behold the things that are equal. Here we are, verse 3. Thou hast proved mine heart. Thou hast visited me in the night. Thou hast tried me and shall find nothing. I am purposed that my mouth shall not transgress concerning the works of men. By the word of thy lips I have kept me from the path of the destroyer. Hold up my goings in thy paths, that my footsteps slip not. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O power. Incline thine ear unto me, and hear my speech. Show thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that saveth by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee, from those that rise up against them. See, this is against the enemy, and we trusting in the Lord. You see, keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings. Okay? We go down to verse 9. What? from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. You see? And that's what you have now. You living in oppression, and these are the wicked oppressors, right? And they're all around you and everything that you do. You know, we stuck here in Babylon the Great. Okay? Let me see if I want to go on. Yeah, I'll go on. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth, they speak proudly. Once again, you know, these people filled with pride. They have now compassed me, so I have compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy for his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Right. And we know that Esau Edom is the sword of the earth. Okay? So keeping up with what they're doing, you know, they're trying to be slick and coy, and but what they're doing, they're turning the screws a little bit tighter, okay? And it's about to get really, really crazy, because with the mandates that this guy here is trying to enforce, or his handlers are trying to get him to enforce it through that office, through that seat he's sitting in, of forcing people to either do it or lose their jobs, you know, that's going to bring about some very hard, terrible times, okay? And the scriptures tell you about that. Famine, pestilence, right? All these different things that are coming upon the earth now. And it's in plain view, and you can't deny it, okay? That it's prophecy that's coming to pass right before your eyes, okay? So pretty much that's going to do it for the lesson. I didn't want it to be this long, Salakia. But Lord willing, it was edifying. Okay, you can see what's going on. You know, if you hadn't heard this, now you see what Slippery Joe is doing. Okay, with that, I'm gonna give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai B'Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Okay, I'm your brother Atazawan Bayath, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, Lord willing, Shalom.